Live from Kelloland Media Group, the Sioux Falls Parade of Lights.
And we welcome you into downtown Sioux Falls for the 33rd annual Parade of Lights. Hi, everybody. I'm Jordan Smith, joined alongside Scott Munt. And Scott, it's kind of a picture-perfect night out here.
It is. It's the old Brian Karsten's festive flurries that we had earlier. It added up to maybe a little bit more than an inch of snowfall. It stopped. And people are starting to continue to slowly file in at the beginning of the parade. Showed up earlier around 5:30, and I'm looking around going, well, the crowd's a little thin as compared to years before. But they are continuing to slowly filing in. Everybody's bundled up. You can see that the roads are a little covered with snow.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were a little worried about the crowd, but like you said, they are kind of filing in. We got our camera down there. That is Sam Putnam down there, as we've got some floats coming in at around 13th and Phillips as they make their way down. Scott, we're right across the street from the State Theater.
We're outside this time.
We are outside this time. They got us up on a scaffolding, and we're braving the cold like everybody else.
Yes, we are. You know, past couple of years, we were inside State Theater, able to get in one of those stairwells, look out the windows, and to just watch the parade come down Phillips. And, you know, maybe it's better being outside. We can be part of the, I don't want to say part of the parade, but we're kind of, you know, part of the action with the crowd, too. And we can almost interact with the crowd if we wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is a fun atmosphere, pretty nice atmosphere as they are starting to make their way down to us. There's our camera from where we are at as the police officers make their way downtown. And Scott, you mentioned we got a little bit of snow. You think it's going to stay away for the rest of the Parade of Lights?
I think so. Looks like we will have dry skies. I'm a little curious about the wind. If the wind picks up, might be able to blow some of the snow off these trees and buildings. Might catch a couple of people off guard thinking it's snowing again. But the one thing we have to talk about, the Grinch counter.
Yes, we do. So I'll give everybody a sneak peek at that. So this is what we're going to show tonight. We did the same thing last year. Every time we see a Grinch, we're going to add it up. And so, Scott, what is your prediction tonight?
Well, last year I said 6. This year I'll go 1 less and say 5.
All right, I'm going to Prices Right you. And I'm going to go 4.
You're going 4?
I'm going to go 4.
Okay, you're thinking maybe the crowd's a little thin, that maybe not many Grinches will show up?
And so here comes the final police officers, and here comes what looks like kind of our first float of the Parade of Lights, Scott.
Should be the Grand Marshal, right?
Be the Grand Marshal. It would be Sean Pritchett. And so we get it. So Sean Pritchett, the Director of Finance and Innovation and Technology, a big title for him for the city of Sioux Falls.
It's more important than I am.
And so Sean, he is in charge of like the city's budget, and I looked on the website. He's got a whole laundry list of responsibilities. He's got a lot going on. Does a lot for the city of Sioux Falls.
Good to have him with us today. And there's our mayor.
Yep, right behind him. The truck for Mayor Paul Tenhaken. And he's giving us a hard time, and he's saying we're roughing it out here, and that's pretty much what it is, Scott. We're kind of roughing it. And Paul Tenhaken, a Dort grad, Dort College then, okay. University now. I went to Northwestern, about 15 minutes away, so I think we might have a little bit of beef.
That's why he was giving us a little beef then.
And right behind the Tenhaken float, we got First Man Can Trust, Scott.
Yes, they are one of the sponsors of the parade. And, of course, you may know this, too, that the parade hands out 6 awards to these floats. You have the best use of lights, the best workmanship, Spirit of Sioux Falls. We also have the First Bank and Trust Hometown Pride, the Mayor's Choice, who just walked by a little bit ago, and Downtown Sioux Falls Award. The Holidays Rock. That you might be able to hear some of that music behind us.
And so I think next was supposed to be the Sioux Falls Lutheran drumline, but I got a feeling the snow might have scared them off.
Right, and that's something else. With the conditions that we've had, you have to think, too, that these floats arrive a little sooner. They don't just arrive at parade time. They have to set up, so they have to arrive a little sooner. It was snowing earlier, and that may have deterred some people away.
And so then right behind what we have right now is Westside Lutheran Church, you just saw come off your screen. Sioux Falls K through 6 school.
And they were thinking, too, earlier that they would have 75 floats or close to 75 floats in the parade. And they just line them up as they arrive, too. They don't come down in numerical order. We'll try to do our best of what we see with these float numbers as they do go by our cameras.
And here comes number 28. This is Owens Outfitters. And this is actually a really cool nonprofit, Scott, because what they do is they're a medical lending library. And I've done a story on them.
I was about to say, I think you did a story on that.
I have. We've done a couple stories on them. So they do a lot of really cool things. And anyone that needs in need of medical equipment, they're the people to go to.
Very nice. Very nice. I don't see any Grinches yet. Have you?
So
I haven't seen any Grinches yet.
Not yet. Nothing yet. We'll get there. I hope. Because I think that's my favorite part. I want to use that Grinch counter, Scott.
And it's a good costume to wear just because it's cold. It's a good costume to wear to stay warm.
And we just see Sioux Empire TNR coming right next to us. You just leave your screen. And coming up is the DAV, number 23.
And the one that passed earlier, the Sioux Empire TNR, you can adopt kittens.
And coming up right behind them, that is Mary's Mountain Cookies. And I've talked to the owner of Mary's Mountain Cookies. I haven't tried one of the cookies, but they look really good.
I'm sure they're delicious, and they're not that far from where we're at right now. I don't think they're open, that after the parade we can go get some cookies.
I think a warm cookie would be awesome right after this. Another look from Sam Putnam down on the street. And I'm always amazed, Scott, just at the attention to detail and how people just go all out for this stuff.
Oh, it's great. It's great seeing the different designs that they can think of as they put together their floats. And speaking of a float in front of my face, it's number one.
Number one on the
Grinch counter. Put it up.
Let's get it up. Let's get up the Grinch counter.
And that's from Creston Properties.
Number one, and we get a good look at it from Sam Putnam down on the street. Look at that.
He's in the chimney. He's ready to steal that Christmas tree and go right back up the chimney.
All right, so off to a good start. I didn't think we'd get a Grinch this early.
Sioux Falls Lutheran School
actually, this is
right
your
now,
Sioux Falls
the marching
Lutheran
band.
Drumline
and
right here.
Another Grinch.
We have another. Oh, we have another one. Scott, let's get the Grinch counter back up. And so that is now Grinch
two.
number 2. I got a feeling you're going to smoke me on this, Scott.
And I didn't. And I only said 5. One less than last year. We'll see.
I went low. I should have went high.
We'll see.
We'll see, though. We'll see. And there's a nice big gingerbread man coming. Looks like
dinner theater coming.
Old Town Dinner Theater.
Old Town. Thank you. Thank you. Old Town.
And so you can go and get a dinner and a show.
Dinner and a show. It's I've done it once or twice. My wife was actually in that years ago. And we went down. She was in the show. They give you dinner. You watch the show, have a couple of laughs, have some fun.
Something.
That's a big gingerbread. That's a big gingerbread they have in the back of that pickup.
I just don't know if I'd see anybody my age there, Scott.
What are you saying?
I think you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
And you see on your screen right there, we got a flamethrower coming up.
Yeah, that's with the Sioux Falls Ballooners. And that's always a crowd favorite, too. Help warm the crowd.
Hopefully it warms us up a little bit. I'm doing okay, though. The wind's not too bad down here right now. And so Sam's got a great shot of it. There it is. Oh, look at that.
Crowd
you ever been up in a hot air balloon, Scott?
I have. A long time ago. I have, though. And have you?
No, I do not like heights.
If you have, well, I was going to say, if you have the means to do it and you want to do it, you probably should. It was a great experience.
And just passing right in front of us, that's El Riot Shrine Band. Yelling out, we're small but mighty. You're darn right. But yes, going back to the hot air balloon, Scott, no, there's no shot.
Because of the heights.
I hate heights, and that's as high up as you could possibly go.
Oh, I did it.
You're one false step and you're falling from the sky.
Well, you don't think that way, though. All right, here we go.
There it is.
A little bit of warmth with that.
We're feeling it a little bit over here. A little bit. And so if any of our viewers are wondering why you're hearing my voice tonight, Grant Sweeter typically does this tonight.
Yes.
I'm filling in for our sports director, Grant Sweeter, because he is on paternity leave. He's on paternity
congratulations
leave. He and his
to
wife,
him.
Kennedy, I know you're watching. Congratulations on your new baby boy, Cutler.
Yes, very nice. So he's staying warm at home, isn't he?
And it looks like here comes Berkshire Hathaway, number 56 on our list. So we got to keep flipping back and forth here, Scott, to get to our notes.
Yeah, like I said, they don't come down in numerical order. They come down as they show up and wait in line.
You're a popular guy so far, Scott. That's like the second or third person to yell, "Hi, Scott."
Well, I am who I am.
And here comes, looks like a nice looking nativity scene.
I think they're waving to the camera. Wreck and roll.
You're exactly right, Scott. Wreck and rule coming up.
Oh, and they're being followed by the Sioux Falls Bernese Mountain Dogs.
I had to look these guys up, Scott. I wasn't for sure.
I think they originated from Switzerland, and they can range anywhere from 75 to over 100 pounds.
Okay.
So they're big pups. A couple of them are decked out in garland and some lights.
And I think the dogs are a fan favorite here, Scott. These are big dogs, too.
Yeah, they are.
These aren't tiny.
The crowd's able to pet them, take their gloves off, maybe warm up their hands a little bit with their fur.
Yeah, I bet. And coming up here, Paradigm Lumber just passed by us.
They have two trucks here. Should mention, too, we're only counting live Grinches.
Okay.
Right? You can't be a decoration. It has to be a live Grinch.
It has to be someone dressed up in a Grinch costume. Yes, absolutely.
And we're still sitting at 2.
And you probably hear it through the microphone. These Paradigm Lumber guys aren't laying off their horn.
Oh, they're not being quiet.
No, they're not being quiet. And we got a nice looking gingerbread man there too. And we got some more flames coming up, Scott.
Okay. A little blow up dinosaur. What's this next one coming in? Number 45.
Number 45, that's going to be over at Door. Looks like they partner with the fireworks store here as well. Oh, yeah.
And I hear a band coming down. We'll be able to hear some music here if you can't hear it already.
We'll turn up the music a little bit so you can hear it. And it looks like coming up is we get back up top, the Sioux Falls Christian drum line.
Okay.
Always love hearing the drum lines. You know, I had a brother in band, and so I have an appreciation for kids that are out and do, especially braving the cold tonight. It can't be easy.
Now, have you played an instrument?
I played trumpet in 5th grade, then I stopped.
Yep.
I couldn't handle it.
They're walking by. I want to tap my feet to the beat. except I can't do that because it might shake the camera. We're up on some scaffolding, so I don't want to do that. But they sound good.
Just take a listen to this. Always got to appreciate the hard work those kids put in.
You know, and they're dancing and jumping to the beat, and they have to take into account that the road's a little slushy and icy too. So they have to be careful as they're in the march going down Phillips Avenue.
And so incoming is number 35, the Sioux Falls Youth slow pitch. And I've never played slow pitch myself. I tried to play baseball in high school, Scott. I wasn't very good. So I can't imagine if I'd be any good at slow pitch.
I played high school baseball my sophomore year, and then I play on 2 Sioux Falls teams.
Okay.
Monday night and Thursday night. Thursday night's the Old Man League.
The Old Man League.
Yes.
I'm going to have to go and watch you one of these nights in the summer,
That's
Scott.
fine. Starts up again. It usually starts up again late April.
Okay. Right around the corner. Better get your swings in, Scott.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be ready.
Get your ground balls, fly balls.
I'll get my off season ready.
Now, are you your team's slugger? Are you like the slugger? What's your specialty?
The Monday nights I pitch.
Okay.
And then because Thursday night's the 50 and older league, I'm considered one of the young ones, so they put me in the outfield.
Okay. And incoming looks like it's Home Improvement Headquarters.
They're pulling a trailer with Sioux Falls UTV. And these are the UTVs behind them.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've driven one of those, Scott. I grew up on an acreage, so I would drive like 4-wheelers around quite a bit.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever gotten in one of these, though.
I bet it's fun. Be fun to drive. They're having a hard time probably taking it easy. I'm sure they want to say, okay, what can this do in the snow?
I would have a hard time holding back a little bit on that too, Scott. But there was one time where I may or may not have rolled a 4-wheeler, so I've been scared to go on back on one.
And they have a lot of them lined up.
Well, we got a moment here, Scott. I want to definitely shout out our sponsors tonight, Mead Lumber, as well as Body Garage. Mead Lumber, from design to finish, now open in Sioux Falls. And, of course, thanks to Body Garage for being the main sponsors on this and really making this possible, Scott.
And I love the way these are decked out, too, with nice lights. A couple of Christmas decorations, the blow-up snowman, blow-up tree on another one.
And, yeah, Sam's got a great look at that. Also want to make sure we appreciate Sam tonight. Sam is actually pretty close to us, but he's braving the cold just like we are.
He's out getting the street shots, able to go up and down Phillips Avenue. Get some street level shots for us. I should say too, it's cold, but last year was even colder.
Yeah.
I think last year the high temperature was 21. We hit 24 today, but the difference is, of course, we had the snow. Have the snow this year compared to no snow last year. And I think it was 3 years ago, we had a high of 57. And
wow.
We had a huge crowd out here during that one.
And so we were always also worried coming into tonight, and then when it snowed today, how is our equipment going to react to the snow? And it looks like it's
so far so good.
So far, so good. We got a trash bag right in front of us, Scott, just in case.
Just in case
something goes haywire.
You have to cover it up in case it does snow. But it looks like we're dry right now, and it should stay dry throughout the parade.
All right, Scott, we had a couple of Grinches right off the bat, but it's slowing down.
It's slowing down, so we're at 2.
We're at 2. So it's looking good for me so far. We'll see.
You know, they said around 75 floats are in the parade.
And we get a look at some RC cars on our camera there from Sam. And these are doing pretty good in the snow too, Scott. Look at that.
Those look fun.
All right, and you see it on your screen there. We got probably the biggest flame of the night coming up.
All right, hopefully they turn that on when they pass us.
I hope so. Now, I'm assuming that goes in a hot air balloon too.
Oh, yes. Yep, that's the basket, and that's how, of course, they'll fill the air in the balloon. They heat it up, so that's a little more buoyant and it's able to rise.
And so with a flame like that, that balloon's got to be going up like so unbelievably quick. I couldn't even imagine. You probably know the science behind that a little bit.
Well, a little bit. I was going to mention too that the landing, you got to watch the landing. When we were in it and we did the landing, we had to all get on one side of the balloon as it comes down to the ground. We have Sioux Doo coming through. That's the band that you hear at the moment.
Yeah, Sioux Doo, they've been around a little bit. And they got people doing it really of all ages, right, Scott?
Yes, they do.
Sioux Doo.
And it's another percussion line moving through. It's one of those things that they'll teach the young people, the children, the students that come in percussion, and they sound great.
They definitely don't lack music here. Between some Christmas music we hear every once in a while, then the respective drum lines, it makes for a fun night.
And I was a little curious about that too, if the drum lines would show up just because of the weather elements. Vernite Motoplex moving through.
They typically make an appearance every year.
Another line of ATVs or UTVs. Oh, and there's a little puppy on the trailer as well.
Another thing, Scott, we're worried about, I was worried about my fingertips and I was worried about my toes. Before we walked out here, we put toe warmers on, we put hand warmers in. So far, I'm holding up. How are you?
So far, so good. I have many layers on. Got my hat on. Of course, you know, the headset works pretty good, covering my ears as well. Knife River coming through.
Quite an interesting contraption here. Looks like its presence going down the chimney. I'm assuming that's not for you, Scott. I bet you're getting cold.
On the conveyor belt.
And that was Knife River just passing by.
And they do a lot of concrete work.
And coming up right now, looks like Jewel Automotive out of Sioux Falls. They do services, repairs, that sort of thing. Oh, does that count? That's not a person right up on the on the hood.
No,
that doesn't count.
Nope. There's also a little Grinch ornament hanging from his rear view mirror there. His side mirror.
Almost, just about. You could maybe give it like a half a Grinch, but I can't go half on the graphic we have. So.
Rice Companies moving through at the moment.
And coming is Rice Company, a construction company here in Sioux Falls. And they're giving us a wave. We'll wave right back.
Oh, now they're dancing.
And they got and Scott, I'm already hearing Christmas music on the radio. I did this morning. It's like the day after Thanksgiving, they just pound that into our heads.
Oh, it's the day after Halloween for me. I have no problem with it. I start listening the day after Halloween. November 1st, I'm good to go.
I'm a guy where I think you have to at least, like, you can't skip over Thanksgiving.
Oh, no.
You know?
Well, yeah. I ate turkey yesterday, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, those Thanksgiving leftovers this morning didn't stand a chance.
Some people think that's the best part.
And looks like we got a Cybertruck coming, Scott. Sam's got a good shot of it. What are your feelings on Cybertrucks? And it's Recharge. That's the company coming in. They sell like electric vehicles and that sort of thing.
And they also do auto detailing too.
And right in front of us now looks like it's a city council candidate for the city of Sioux Falls.
Events for city council.
And looks like he's up on the bed of his truck. I don't know.
There he
He's
is.
singing
Yep,
some
that's
tunes.
Vince.
Yeah, it looks like there's the man running for city council.
NCI is right behind him. That's NCI, North Central International.
Okay. Looks like dealing in, like they're like a truck dealer. They sell like semi-trucks, buses, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Let's see. Now we got a bit of a lull in the action. That's because, Scott, it looks like Catfish Bay is right behind them.
And I think that's a crowd favorite, too, Catfish Bay. They'll stop and they'll do their pyramid. Of course, Catfish Bay located here in Sioux Falls, northern Sioux Falls. Water skiing, they do tricks on water skiing. So they'll stop and they'll do their pyramid of what I would assume they do at Catfish Bay.
Yeah, and we're usually good to do a couple stories over at Catfish Bay every year. That's usually a pretty easy, like Memorial Day story for our reporters, right, to go out there. Visually, it always looks really, really cool.
Don't say easy. The managers might be watching.
Never mind, it's a very challenging story to do.
That's better. That's better.
And so here they come, and of course, we have a guy that works for Kel that does a lot of skiing over at Catfish Bay. Adam Osmus in our marketing department.
Yes.
Does a lot of stuff over there. And so I don't know if they're going to do the pyramid like they've done in the past right in front of us. But they usually have, like, kind of, they do this kind of a similar thing every year.
And I think it would be a little harder, too, with the slush and the ice on the road. So they really have to get their footing.
This ice is their water, basically, if you think about it. They really could.
Yeah, could be. One of them was sliding.
All right, number 46 is up next, Scott. That was Dakota News Now driving by. And here comes the Sioux Falls Curling Club.
Now, this has been a big story as of late, too.
Oh, absolutely. And I've done a story with them as well. They had a they call it a bond spiel. They called it super spiel a few months back. I did a story with them. Then, of course, the curling trials as well.
Yeah, didn't one of those Kelsey kids show up? I think, Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey. Yeah, he was there. And, oh, my goodness, this is my favorite float so far. What's going on here, Scott? Got all sorts of flames. They got a screen on the side here.
This is Pinnacle Productions.
This might win Best Float. They went all out. Pinnacle Productions. Do like wedding DJs and films and that sort of thing?
Yes.
And they stop right in front. Stop.
Okay.
Let's listen into the song they got going here, Scott.
There we go.
So that could be at your next wedding.
No, not my next wedding. Not my next wedding.
Okay. I'm just saying that could be this could be at your wedding right here.
Okay. Somebody's wedding.
And so they had like a camera just facing the crowd, and the crowd could kind of
I feel the
see
heat.
themselves on the screen. So
You feel that
cool.
heat too?
And the flames always look cool too.
Number 72, the float coming through right now is Kibble Equipment. Number 72.
You a John Deere, you international guy? Or maybe not even John Deere or International.
No, yeah, neither.
Don't have a dog in the fight?
I don't have a dog in that one at all.
No, I grew up in a small town, so that was always a big argument around my small town. John Deere or International.
And which are you?
I don't really. I don't have a dog in the fight either. I didn't grow up on a farm or anything like that.
Midwest Party Express. You can go ahead and rent one of their buses for birthdays, weddings, corporate transportation, sporting events, tailgates, what have you.
Pretty versatile company there. And coming up now is number 51. That's Family Traditions.
Family Traditions.
You know, it's funny. I think when I was looking into my note and making notes for this, the song Family Traditions came up, the country song.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, how fitting.
It's funny that you say that, because on my way downtown, the song I heard on the radio was "You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch." And there's a Grinch, just in time.
It's the incoming right in front of us, Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association. So I'm judging. Oh, there's another Grinch.
Yep, that's number 3.
Number 3. Okay. So we'll get our Grinch counter back up. And Sam's got a great shot of that. And we're up to number 3 now. All right, now I'm starting to get a little more nervous, Scott.
Number 71, the Arabian Horse Society, number 71.
Okay. Now, here's a fun fact about me, Scott. I'm actually allergic to horses.
You are?
I am.
Oh, no.
So I can't go up and pet these horses, unfortunately.
And again, there's really no order to these floats.
Right.
There's around 75 floats in the parade. Depending on how many show up, there's no order. Whenever they do show up, they say go ahead and get in line and come on down Phillips.
So the numbers that you might see on the side are just for the judges.
Yes.
So the judges can essentially judge them. And
I think you could pet that horse, though.
What was that?
I think you could pet that horse.
The one that, yeah, I
The
think
blow-up
absolutely
one.
we could. And looks like coming up, number 8, I believe it's Minnehaha County Democrats. That's driving by us now. So I have people supporting the Democratic candidates. That's Julian Baudouin right in front of you. And they're telling people and encouraging people to vote, which is fair. Go out and vote once you need to. Touchmark All Saints, right? That you just saw go past us as well. Number 55 coming up now.
'55 is Legacy Painting.
Okay. And they have Santa. That's our first Santa. I'm surprised that's our first Santa we've seen so far. I've seen more Grinches than Santa. So what does that say about how people feel about Christmas, you think?
Well, I don't know.
I didn't quite see what Santa did to make people go crazy.
He nailed down. He kneeled, not nailed, kneeled down.
Okay. And I believe coming up next is the Orpheum Theater. So they obviously are advertising on the side. Prince of Peace.
This is Lights Up Production, number 48.
Yes, Lights Up Production. It's going to be at the Orpheum Theater. And if you can read it on the side there, you can go and watch November 29th to December 14th. I think Travis Fossing might have done a story on it recently. Travis does a really good job with getting them kind of out there and doing the stories over there.
I see a B.
A B. If I was going to guess what we might see tonight, I think a B was not on my list.
Yeah, very bottom of the list.
And we've got some dogs in front of them with bee costumes there. You ever been stung by a bee, Scott?
Oh, numerous times. Numerous
How
times.
numerous times?
As a young child.
And it was for bumblebee blinds, by the way. Hence the bee, bumblebee blinds. I don't think I've ever been stung by a bee.
Really?
I don't think so.
You haven't been stung by a bee? You're allergic to horses?
I might be allergic to bees, too. I just don't know.
This list is going on and on. I'm learning a lot about you tonight.
Good. I'm glad. We got the Department of Veterans Affairs coming up here, too. Obviously think all they do for our vets.
Yes. Very important.
Been able to talk to a number of veterans for the stories that I've been able to do for KELOLAND. Most recently, Doug Starr, who just turned 100 years old.
Oh, wow.
World War II and Korean War veteran. I've been able to go on a Midwest honor flight
Great.
for Kelo, too. So I've been over in D.C. and done those things. So, oh, another Grinch. Just barely get a shot of him. So that brings us to
4, I believe.
number 4. So we're up to 4 Grinches now. We almost missed it, Scott.
Oh, no, we're not going to miss the Grinch.
Absolutely not. And we have a bit of a lonely action. I want to encourage, we always want you to watch the 10 o'clock news, but especially tonight because it's our own Don Jorgensen's
yes, it is.
last newscast here at Kelo. His second to last was 6 o'clock news, and now after the 10 o'clock show, he will not be. You worked with Don, I'm assuming, a long time. So
Yes. He's one of those guys that I think worked all those shifts. He's done the morning, he's done midday, of course he's done the evening, and more importantly, he lit the holodeck tower.
He did do that during the 5 o'clock news tonight. I can't say enough. I got to grow up watching Don. Then I remember my first day as an intern, they kind of just plopped me down at a desk, and I was right across from Don. And I was filling out like my W-4, and I'm like, that is Don Jorgensen. Oh my goodness.
Did you ask him to sign anything for you?
No.
You lost your opportunity.
Who is this kid? Patient care EMS just drove right by us. Thank them. Thank all of our first responders for what they do as well. And here comes Sioux Tractor. And so from what I understand, I think
number 27. Number 27.
I think you see this like Sioux Tractor, you see them right around like downtown Sioux Falls quite a bit.
Yeah,
I see it every once in a while.
They describe it as an open-air party on wheels.
Okay. Maybe not a great night to party in open air, but
Cousin Eddie from the Christmas Vacation just walked by.
I did see that, yeah. An all-time Christmas movie, for sure.
That was on the TV earlier today at the Munt House.
Okay. And 41, that's A1 Pumping and Excavating. So for a lot of your septic system sewage needs, A1 Pumping. I hope I never have to call them.
But they're there. But they're there if you need them.
Yeah, exactly. And just driving by us, that's the Dakota Scout. We got another Grinch.
Oh yes, across the road.
Let's see if Sam can get a shot of him. Not quite. You can kind of see him. Let's see if we can get him in our shot. But I'll get the Grinch counter back up. So you see Rudolph, I promise he's here. If you look to the left of your screen, you might spot him. He might be right underneath the Grinch counter, Scott, but there is a Grinch. And there we go. Sam's got a shot of him. So we're up to,
is that 4?
that brings us to 5.
5, okay.
He's just hanging out, man. It's hard for me to tell if he's part of the parade or not. He might just be hanging out.
He's scheming. He's up to something.
Looking for gifts to steal.
Could be. Raven coming through, dressing the tractor up as a reindeer. Rudolph.
Love the creativity there. And Sam still got a good shot of our Grinch here. Walking right up to our camera.
Walking right in front of Santa, too. We can't forget about Santa. And Santa signifies the end of the parade. So how many Grinches did we have?
That was number 5. We got 5 now.
And how many did I say?
Did you say 6? Or did you say
I said
5?
6 last year. I said we'll go 1 less.
Yeah,
And I said
so
5.
you're right on it. So no matter what, you're going to win here, Scott. Unfortunately.
Santa just went by. That's the end of the parade.
And that is the end of the parade. Yeah.
Crowd is starting to thin.
And so you got your Grinches right at the buzzer there.
Whew. Now I have to get my snowfall forecast. As good as that forecast.
Exactly. So what was your snowfall forecast again for Sioux Falls?
31.5 inches.
Okay. So, I mean, we're inching closer to it now.
Inching
to the snowfall
closer.
Today.
Still a little early in the season, but I'll always take whatever snow I can get.
Absolutely. But yeah, that'll about do it for our coverage as we get one more look at Grinch, and I think we might have someone dressed as like Cindy Lou Who down there as well.
Taking photos.
Yeah, a bit of a shorter parade, but it was fun, Scott. I think we had a lot of fun, a lot of cool floats. I was really impressed by a few of them. Again, really always impressed by just the effort that people put into this.
Yes, and again at downtown Sioux Falls, the weather may have shied some people away. And also not only the people watching, the spectators, but also some of the floats. It may have been a little thin on that as well.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I mean, always love the effort that people put in, and it was a fun night. Any other parting words that you got?
And it's nice to see the families that came out smiling, laughing, taking pictures. They're taking pictures, as you mentioned, at some of the Grinches that are going by. Seeing old-time friends. I was able to see a couple of friends of mine I play softball with. They came over to say hi, too. So it's always great to see friends downtown Sioux Falls during the holiday season.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to thank you so much for joining in. Thank you for tuning in to the 33rd Annual Parade of Lights for Scott Mutt, myself, Sam Putnam down on the ground there. He did a great job tonight. Thanks to Tommy back at the station as well. But again, make sure you tune in to 10 o'clock news tonight. And this is Jordan Espit and Scott Mutt signing off.